Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Laozi, born 600 before Christ, died 571 before Christ. It reads, "Only those who know their goal will find the way." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. Ancient wisdom is often dismissed as outdated, but what if I told you a mysterious Chinese philosopher from 2500 years ago had already figured out solutions to our modern problems of burnout, anxiety, and environmental crisis?
That's quite a bold claim. What makes you think ancient philosophy could address such contemporary challenges?
Well, I've been studying Laozi, the legendary author of the Tao Te Ching, and his teachings about finding harmony with the natural flow of life feel incredibly relevant today. You know what's fascinating? We don't even know his real name. Laozi just means old master.
So we're talking about someone from the 6th century BCE whose identity remains a mystery, yet their ideas have survived for millennia. What made these teachings so enduring?
That's exactly what drew me in. His core concept of the Tao, this universal way or flow that runs through everything, challenged the dominant thinking of his time and still challenges ours. He taught that fighting against this natural flow creates suffering, while aligning with it brings peace and success.
Well, that certainly seems to contradict our modern hustle culture mentality. How does this ancient perspective apply to today's world?
Think about it this way. When we're constantly pushing, forcing, and grinding, we're often working against our natural rhythms. Laozi suggested that by understanding and flowing with these natural patterns, we actually accomplish more. It's like the difference between swimming against the current versus working with it.
So you're saying productivity might actually increase by doing less?
Well, not exactly less, but rather working more intelligently with our natural tendencies. Look at how many people are burning out from trying to force themselves into unnatural work patterns. Laozi's famous quote, "Only those who know their goal will find the way," suggests that clarity of purpose, not just blind effort, is what leads to success.
That's fascinating how it connects to modern research on burnout and productivity. What other insights from Laozi seem particularly relevant today?
Oh man, his environmental wisdom is mind-blowing. While we're just now grappling with climate change, Laozi emphasized living in harmony with nature rather than trying to dominate it. He understood that humans are part of nature, not separate from it.
You know what's interesting about that? Modern environmental science is actually confirming what he intuited thousands of years ago about interconnected systems.
Exactly. And here's another gem that feels super relevant. His teachings about how the greatest change begins with the first step. In an age where we are overwhelmed by global problems, this reminder about the power of small actions is crucial.
That's really powerful. How do you think he would view our current relationship with technology and social media?
Based on his principles, I think he'd see our constant connectivity as a major disruption of natural rhythms. He taught that true power comes from inner stillness, but we're constantly bombarding ourselves with external stimuli and validation.
That makes me think about how many people are now turning to mindfulness and digital detoxes. It's like we're rediscovering these ancient truths through modern problems.
You know what's wild? His teachings about power and leadership are also incredibly relevant. He believed that the best leaders are those who serve others and lead by example, not through force or domination. Think about how that challenges our current models of leadership.
Well, that certainly offers a different perspective on success and influence. What would be the first step for someone wanting to apply these principles?
Laozi would probably suggest starting with observation. Just noticing where you're pushing against the natural flow in your life. Are you fighting unnecessary battles? Are your goals aligned with who you really are? Sometimes the wisest action is simply stepping back and finding that natural rhythm.
That sounds deceptively simple, yet potentially transformative.
That's the beauty of his wisdom. It's profound yet practical. And maybe that's exactly what we need right now. Not more complexity, but a return to fundamental truths about how to live in harmony with ourselves, each other, and the natural world.
So in essence, this ancient philosophy might hold the key to navigating our modern challenges?
Well, I think it offers valuable insights, but here's the really interesting part. Laozi would probably say that we already know these truths intuitively. We've just gotten so caught up in our modern complexity that we've forgotten them. Its teachings are really about remembering what we already know deep down about living in balance and harmony. With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.